Oy vey.
It's been over. You
Oy
act
vey.
like a snowbird. You said you're here, but you
Well, if all
me.
has gone well, then I've perfectly framed the camera so that you can't see how terrible the angles are when it starts getting from my waist to my legs, especially all scrunched up. All scrunched up. Oh, I'm sorry. Is my New York Times getting in the way? Yeah, it's just that this is a little segment called Surrounded by Ferns. Completely original idea.
Should have ran when I heard the offer. You gotta know when it's not.
In my badass studio. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look. The lights are indeed blaring, and the mics are hot. See, that's where deliberation goes. That's where deliberation happens. Okay? Oh, that's where deliberation happens. Why are we here? No, really. Existential meanderings and ponderings aside, why are we here? You could say sex, okay? But then to me that sounds, maybe I'm just Benny the Jew, but that sounds expensive. Sounds like no matter which way you slice the sex pie, you're losing dividends, okay? Maybe you're gaining some interest, but how are your ROIs? Are you hitting 13%? Let's get above 13%, okay? How about this? Turn to your partner and say, our love demands 110% ROI. It might be a statistical anomaly, an impossibility, or perhaps just improbable as fuck. But you deserve it, sweetheart. So what goes around comes around, pun intended. But we're getting off track. We're not here to talk about sex, all right? Not unless you're talking about my upcoming book, Chef Life, Sex, Drugs, and California Rolls by the one, the only Benjamin Villanueva. As you could tell, I got some cooking salt in my eye, so only one of my eyes was open. Right? No funny business there, just it happens. It's chef life, okay? Shit gets crazy. We're doing a lot of drugs in the back that I can finally admit to because I would fight 2 dragons before ever joining that industry unless I owned the establishment and I was mostly just walking around smoking reefer, making just asinine comments about everyone's work. Then I'm in, baby. I'm in like Flynn, and I don't even know who the fuck Flynn is. Alright, I was born in 87. I'm a millennial cusp. I'm on the cusp of it. I was smoking weird fucking cigarettes before any of you fucking hipsters, okay? I had to switch over to Armani Exchange because y'all jumped onto the Ray-Ban Wayfarers movement a little too quickly there. I used to rock the tortoise shells, okay? What other 18-year-old in the early 2000s was reviving the Ray-Ban Wayfarers a la the tortoiseshell version?
You're like Mike Tyson every time you wanna fight.
Get the fuck out of here. Shut the front door. We're here in the studio because Benny is feeling a bit verklempt, okay? It's 120 degrees outside on the low end. That's when the sun goes down. All right? I'm spritzing everywhere. Everywhere. I had to wear layers so I could create airflow, okay? Also, we have air conditioning. Thank God in my studio we have air conditioning. Air conditioning is turning into a luxury. I mean, my parents, King and Queen Jew, my father and mother, kept the house at a balmy 86 to 88 degree, okay, temperature year round. Year round. We're telling you the truth over here. You might even call it the truth juice. You might even buy a t-shirt that says, suck down the truth juice. Or maybe you won't. I can't control your purse strings. You control your purse strings. Just because buying one measly little t-shirt helps our industries go forward, what's that to you? It's everything to me, but what's that to you? Because we're here today for you, not for me. You think I want to be here sitting surrounded by ferns of all types? Possibly real, possibly not. I can't get into it right now. You think I want to be just straight up lounging on this fucking orange armchair? Lights pointed at me like I'm actually Benny the Jew and Adam Ray thinks I'm funny? I got him to laugh. It was a nice little chuckle laugh. He might have been being polite, but you can't take it back, Adam Ray. You chuckled, laughed. That was in La Jolla. Good job. I said I'd set you up. I did. But now we're tired because we were flying to California. We were flying to Nevada. We had to fly back to Arizona. You know what that feels like? You know what that feels like, flying from the beach to a place that has just the sand? No, you don't. You don't know what that feels like. Because you're not me. You don't know me. Alright, we're back in the studio because the first part of El Chapo Sex Robot Tour went smashingly well then. And if you give a shit, you should pray for me. Absolutely just brilliant first beginning to this epic journey. It went so well, so well. Made waves over in the Polly Shore arena. My love has been over. You act like a snowbird. All of the wise guys, okay? I threw my uncles under the bus. Alright, I threw everyone under the bus. I went Flintstones, okay? Alright? I used people as the fucking tires for the car and we pushed forward. We pushed forward. Why? Because I'm the Villanueva who had the cojones, the chutzpah, the moxie, the mojo to do it. Alright? Okay? Alright? I gotta practice that bit. First time I did it on camera, so sue me. Works better with Ray-Bans, but I had to switch it up because you hipsters think you're so unique, buying the same shit over and over in hordes. Just gaggles of hipsters walking into a Ray-Ban store. Or worse yet, the Sunglass Hut? Bro, 1998 called, alright? They want all their marketing back. It was fucking whack, and they're gonna erase it. They've paid sicarios to kill their fucking marketing, alright? Just do it already. Trademark Nike. Just do it. Oy vey, come on, just do it. Trademark Benny the V. Benny the Jew. Anyways, for this segment, I will indulge you with some class and sophistication vis-a-vis the New York Times. So let's talk about movies. The cinema. I'm a film auteur, okay? Not some Hollywood blockbuster sellout. Even though I'd play fat, funny guy sidekick in a minute, okay? Alright? How do you do this? Alright? I could do the rock thing, okay? I'm versatile. I could do a few things from Pauly Shore. Hey, the squeeze the whiz, bro. Alright? I'm multifaceted. Some call me the fashion assassin. Just killing fashion police left and right. Pauly Shore was my fashion animal. Anyways, back to the story. The cinema. the theater. I know I wasn't that rich, not that kind of theater, okay? The normal kind, the movie kind. Blasting AC. I tried to watch Bullet Train. I'm sorry, Brad Pitt. I'm sorry, okay? I'm still getting a bunch of tattoos because of all your work. Just tatted up. Okay, Brad Pitt? Saw Ocean's 11. I've been dreaming ever since I was 12 of being tatted up with a nice suit. I'm sorry. I tried to watch Bullet Train. It seemed indicative of good cinema. Okay, you were dressed dope. Cinematography looked on point. The story was interesting enough. The backstory of the book coming from like this crazy awesome author, it was perfect. It was brilliant. I made it 50% through. Because now, for the cost of what I could pay at a Hilton with room service and practically 24/7 episodes just binge watching Below Deck, okay? For the cost of that, I could get a popcorn, a soda, some White Castle burgers, and a movie ticket. And there's no AC. Just pull the plug, guys. The movie's dead, okay? If you can't offer basic amenities like cold air, you think we're gonna sit in a stifled box? Well, we could be at a Hilton. We could be in the Old Town Scottsdale at the Garden Hilton Inn getting an omelet whipped up by Kwan. A fresh omelet, okay? I'll take that back to the room. I throw on Below Deck. I start dreaming about hot Australian girls. That sounds fun. Sweating my ass off trying to watch Brad Pitt in a movie theater? That's when you realize there was limitations. These are stars. But we're the star at first. You treat us like royalty. You blast that AC. Or we're just gonna shelve you with the dinosaurs, bro. If you can't blast some cold air while you're blasting the movie, okay? You're out. You're out of the game. And how does that segue us to the New York Times? Well, because they want us to see another movie. Alright? Now I'm torn because I would see this movie because of Patrakon Tung Sup Pakul. And I just would hope never to have to say that name again. And should be very intimidating to interview. Okay? Until I learn how to speak. Remember, I'm half retarded. It's my word. I'm on the spectrum. I can say that. So apparently she's the secret new weapon in Ron Howard's movie, 13 Lives. Now, I'll never see this movie, okay? Because climbing into weird fucking caves is something that all my friends have been doing forever. They've been doing lots of stuff. Ever since I was a wee kid, as soon as they could drive and own paintball guns, and they combine them together, all of a sudden it's like, hey, Benny, why don't you come with us? We're gonna pile up in the car with our paintball guns and assault people randomly in society. I'm like, okay, well, A, it sounds like a logistical nightmare. I think we will end up getting shot a lot by one another in this moving vehicle. I've seen your aim, Jeffrey, okay? I don't care if you got a patch over your eye. You gotta make your pupils stronger or something, right? That's a you thing. Okay, God gave you the pirate cards. I'm not playing the pirate cards, okay? Let alone what kind of felony it could be to fucking permanently blind someone. The paintball gun out of a moving vehicle. My friends have been doing weird and wacky shit forever, and I always had to feel so cis norm being like, you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna go on a date with this hot girl and try to lick her feet. How about that? How about them apples? Spelunking in a cave and getting trapped. Now why? Let's stop. Let's hold the phone. Why would Benny B spoil the party? Regular old party pooper. Why would he not want to go spelunking in a cave that he just found in a geographical region he had to fly to? Well, we all know what happens in the true story, okay? You get stuck in the cave, guys. That's my first thing. My first thing is, let's say I don't fall and bash my fucking head somewhere along the way as we're spelunking, and that's probably named after the sound your head makes and it ricochets off a cavernous fall. The cavernous walls of a torrential fall. We don't do that, okay? And also, how are they gonna drag this out for an hour, you know? And who's gonna play Elon Musk? Because let's not forget Elon Musk's strategy to build a submarine and send that in there. Okay, so here's the schematics. Basically put the kid inside of this penis coffin submarine and then drag him out of the cave. This is brilliant. Which I thought would beautifully pave the way for personal submarines, little mini personal submarines we could own. Yeah, real quick. This is a for real Elon Musk submarine car. Not that I'd get in that either. But I'd put a guy and a camera in it, and I'd get some shots from under the water, okay? There's uses for everything. Right, I'm the director. I could be up on a chair on a boat drinking a Mai Tai. I could do that. Because I got walkie-talkies, I'm communicating to the sound guy, I'm communicating to the grips, okay? He's turning that light over here because, you know, I gave the signal, it went down, we're like, I'm the captain of a ship. And it's smooth sailing, baby. Because I'm Benny the Jew, I'm a producer, I've been born to do this. Benjamin, son of the right hand, is project manager, okay? It's like Joseph was the right hand of the Pharaoh, okay? So they want us to go see this movie about a group of people who are fucking shocked at the outcome. It's like, yeah, you don't go crawling into weird caves, okay? Here's when you go crawling into weird caves. A, top number reason you go crawling into weird caves. You're being chased by dragons. Can't talk anymore. You're being chased by dragons. That's A. If you're being chased by dragons, find a cave. It's logical, okay? But you got some setbacks. You're not safe once you get in the cave. Their fire is going to follow oxygen down this cave. You might be going into some sort of convection oven, okay? You got to hit the cave with enough time to get far enough out of the stream of fire that's going to inevitably come. Reason number 2, to hide in a cave. Let's say some large country's government was pinning terrible, drastic, murderous events on your personage. You might want to hide in a cave. No cell phones, nothing. Find a cave, hide in it. You get stuck by water, good. Maybe the water will keep them out. Bring supplies. Think ahead. You know? You're going to be bored. Bring a Rubik's Cube. You might have enough time to figure it out. Top reason number 3 for going into a cave. A. So in 3A, first, you're Indiana Jones. B, there's treasure in the cave. That's top reason number 3. If you haven't hit any of those 3 things, don't go in the fucking cave. That's my unsolicited advice to the youth of our nation. You know, just a few years back, we had to teach you guys, it might be hilarious, but if you want to not die, don't eat Tide Pods, okay? I'm glad that we have this conversation stopper in our decks, but, you know, Avi, Tide Pods, not a delectable delight, okay? So, in conclusion, if you like movies about obvious scenarios where you know the ending and you want to see a bunch of people surprised about why you don't go into caves, go see that movie. And I hope for you that the movie theater near you hasn't hit our level. But I'm going to say, I'm guessing the country is fucked. Because if establishments in Phoenix, Arizona are sacrificing on air conditioning, it's the end of the fucking world, guys. Alright? It was the one thing we had. It was the one weapon we had. And we would blast it. And now somehow because of COVID, it's all gone. It's gone. It's gone, Jerry. It's all gone. I could also do Kramer. You didn't know that. I pulled that one out. Ooh. Fired off a few shots. I'm gonna stop filming because my liquids are gone. As far as, subscribing and liking this video and the channel goes, just go ahead and just tap it in, okay? Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Just a little tip tap. Just tap it in. Just a little tap it in, tap it in. Just tap it in. Tap it in, Mr. President. Tap it in.